We have so many decks in this meta. Lyrical is over 30 plus decks now, but I'm still doing a list that people once memed on. Time to bounce to hell. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Haseritt here. Today I'm back to do Haseritt again. And I don't look like a Haseritt player. I mean, if you see me in real life, I'm not overweight. So today we're gonna talk about this deck because I still feel that this deck has what it takes to play. I know that sounds very cold, but I still believe that there's a chance for this deck. And it's got new support. Eureka got reprinted, so I still believe that there is possibility to do it. Haseritt has gotten a 6 attack enabler, so just know about that. And we also got a faster way to reload also and draw, which is nice. But I know what a lot of you are thinking, well, why does that even matter? And that's frankly because of a different reason, and that was a few months ago. We were actually playing a powerful engine in Haseritt. So now we've actually gone so far that we don't need it anymore, which sucks because I actually wanted to do a Haseritt deck profile with the powerful engine, but when the support came out, that kind of changed plans. So not gonna do that. I will link the previous Haseritt video in the description in case you'd like to see a more in-depth explanation. That list is updated to include the tournament promo from January, which was basically the year of Alder Hatchet. But we have moved very far from it, so the list has changed, but the idea is still the same. So I hope you guys all enjoy. I spent a lot of time on this one. Alright then, we obviously start with the Grade 0, which is brand new start Haseritt. It is the year of the rabbit, and we have a brand new start, yay. So I know it's a cardinal sin. I should be playing the first user starter. My fullest apologies to everyone out there. I failed you as a person. You should also be playing the Sienna Grade 0, so again I failed you as a person. Our Grade 1 is Bouncy Guide Haseritt. When this unit is rolled upon by Grade 2 with Haseritt in its name, choose up to one Grade 2 or less normal unit from your hand. You can call to Vanguard Circle against 2k, and then you board deck it at the end of the turn, and then you draw. So basically you get a pocket edition of the Haseritt Grade 3 effect, which is nice because we need early aggression. We need early aggression to play in this format to fight off the other early aggression decks and the slower decks, which sounds very dumb because I know some will be quoting me on Twitter saying, oh, early aggression is killing this game, there's no rewards, it's all so easy to play. Yeah, wait till you learn what a control deck is. Oh wait, you guys were playing Gandiva last format, what do you know? My Grade 2 is going to be Undecided True White Haseritt. Undecided True White. Wait, are you kidding? It's like the Celestial Grade 1, oh my god. Okay, when this unit is rolled upon by Grade 3 with Haseritt, so they really future-proof this stuff, okay? It's not up to me. So +1, choose a Grade 3 or less card from your hand, call it to rear guard, and if you do draw, you get a So +1 draw one. It's just really good. Our Grade 3 is going to be Iridescent Palette Haseritt. And I can read that because it's English. But, I can read Japanese too. Count +1, choose up to 5 of your normal unit rear guards. You have to choose, okay? And they get 2000 power. And at the end of the battle that this unit attacks, draw a card and then you board deck it. If you choose 3 or more units, Haseritt herself gains 10. So you need to pay a counter blast once per turn to turn your whole board into invasive bunnies, just jumping up and down, and your opponent will be crying with their 4 best harvests in hand. It's as simple as it is. It's a CV1 +10, your whole board against 2, so it helps with the magic numbers to hop over. Your magic number is not as good as my goal, but your draw power way surpasses my goal. But your magic number does fall short in that it will just equally match Majesty Lord Blaster, because the whole point of the Haseritt deck is to play sub numbers. So you will see, you will see cards that have 7000 power, you will see Grade 2s with 9000 power. So the idea is that the Haseritt units are all generally weaker animals and that they will all fall short. It's Haseritt that helps them rise above to actually hit a normal threshold. So you don't actually reach true magic numbers until you play more of the power-based cards. But the upside is that you get a hell lot of draw. So it's basically like, a super fast and fun aggro deck with decent draw and netbacks. And with evasion too. So if you're very worried about the Shiranui, whom, you won't have to worry about it anymore. It's just that good. And that's why I still feel Haseritt does have a shot. It's because it's one of the few evasive decks in this format. Choose also means you can play the powerful Grade 2. But like I mentioned, we don't play her anymore because we have a new Soul Engine in with the new support. Moving on to our Grade 3s. Our Grade 3s, we play 3 copies of Haseritt in the main deck and 1 copy of Haseritt in the right deck. And then we play 2 copies of this girl. This girl is Wish Fulfilled by a Pair, Mita. So we obviously play the Haseritt because we want a persona right. I mean, if I have to explain this to you, I'm really sorry. But Mita is a very fun card. It's basically like Akane and Pongo. I wish I showed Akane in the previous video. Maybe I did. And, you know, basically you counterblast one and search your deck for one of this. And that's Dreaming Pupils Emmeline. No, not Emmeline. Emmeline, 1M. Read your card. And that's it. So it's just really fun to just get a free +1 to board. Although you don't really rely on this for board building, so we've cut down to 2. I know previous versions we definitely played more, but we can actually scale off now. It's just nice to get a +1 for a counterblast, and they all hit the magic number threshold, so why not? Magic as in magic for Haseritt, in that they are all weaker than normal numbers. Our grade 2s, we play 1 copy of the, you know, Haseritt in the right deck, and then we play 4 copies of Clenfell, and then we also play, where did it go? Oh, thank you. We play 4 copies of Sylphia, and then we play 2 copies of first local participant Rabiera. So Rabiera is one of the new cards, and I'll talk about her first. Rabiera's effect is when this unit is put from the rear guard into the deck during the battle phase, so blast 2, choose one of your back row units, move it to an open front row circle, and it gains 10. Yeah, so you basically, when this unit gets board deck, you get to drag something forward and it gets 10. So for all of my Aqua Force fans out there, good afternoon. But this also works with a certain darling of mine. So who knows, maybe we'll do a Felturosa video next. Wow, my videos are really linking for this season. So we're gonna move on right on next. We'll move up next, and that's going to be Shape of a Cat's Cradle Sylphia. Sylphia is one of the best lower rarity cards for Haseritt, and that really hasn't changed. When your other rear guard is put to the bottom of the deck during the battle phase, exactly the same. So +1, and this unit gains 10. So yeah, when this unit gets board deck, if any other unit gets board deck, you pay 1 soul blast, she gains 10. So she moves up into an 18k attacker, plus 2k from Haseritt, that's a 20k attacker. And this works as early as turn 2. At the end of the battle, this unit attack hit a Vanguard. Put this unit to the bottom of your deck, draw, and counter charge. So if you trigger Haseritt's skill and it on hits, you basically get a draw 2, any counter charge 1. Hey, I mean, there's nothing to scoff at. That's really good. But we do need a board builder, and they gave it to us in the form of a triple rare. And that is Adorable Shooter Clanfell. When this unit is placed on a rear guard from hand, if you have a Vanguard with Haseritt in its card name, put a grade 2 or less card from your hand into the soul. So yeah, that's one way to get soul. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to, and I have to move the card a bit closer so you can see. A grade 3 with 12,000 power or less. B, a grade 2 with 9,000 power or less. Or C, a grade 1 with 7,000 power or less. So that's why I was talking about the whole idea of magic numbers for Haseritt. It's because their card effects all trigger when your units are naturally weaker. So do actually keep that in mind. It is worth knowing when you want to build this deck. What happens after that is that you can just add one of them to hand, and yeah, that's... No, sorry, not add it to hand. You call it the regular circle, and then you shuffle. If you fail, however, if you straight up cannot reveal any of these 3 criteria, you still get to draw instead. So you basically get a cycle 1, and either you get to superior call a actual attacking unit, or if not, you just get a blanket draw back. So it's still a good card in my opinion, although it's a net 0, but offensively it helps you build your board to a much more aggressive stance. And of course, a grade 2. For our grade 1s, we obviously play 1 copy of Bouncy Guide Haseritt. Then we play 2 copies of Isn't It Great to Be Attending School Revoria. We play 4 copies of Any Color Bubbles Shein. And then we play a new card at 3 off, which is Affable Gator Topia. And then we play 2 copies of Emmeline. Emmeline is the card that we used to call from our grade 3, which is, you know, this one. The skill is basically just if you have 3 or more rear guards, this unit gains 5. Very simple and effective, and she hits the magic number ratio. That's why we play this combo in. Oh, and I feel like I'm missing something. Am I? Did I put the perfect guards down? Yes, I did. I missed the perfect guards. Yeah, we play 4 perfect guards, obviously. So yeah, just in case you forgot that, yeah, we need perfect guards to play this game. Let's move on straight away. Okay, we covered the grade 0 Haseritt for the right deck. I don't believe I need to cover it any further, so I'm just gonna leave it out at that. Oh, this new place is really crowded, man. I can't see more cards. Then we'll have 3 copies of Topia. Topia's skill is very simple. When placed on the rearguard circle, if your Vanguard of Haseritt in its card name, card blast 1, choose up to 2 cards from your hand and put them to the soul and then draw. So basically, you just get to freely move cards to the soul and draw 2. She is just an on-play, so she's not very good, but she helps filter your hand for aggressive pieces, which is very encouraging and very well rewarded because you generally just need all of that draw in. We only play at 3 because frankly 4 is too much and she does cause a Color Blast. So Color Blast for net 0, not very good, but for the soul and for the draw, it's appreciated. It's just all in for the name of consistency. Our main multi-attacker is Shein. Shein's skill is that when this unit boosts a rear guard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Haseritt, so it has to be, the grade 3, the big one. This unit gains 5,000 power at the end of the battle. At the end of the battle, this unit boosts, so blast 1. Choose one of your back row center rear guards and move it to a front row column. From the makers of Pacifica, we bring you a human blowing bubbles. So that's basically it. It just turns your center back rear guard into an attacker, which is nice. And you can always, just choose her, Rebira, and then Rebira, when she bought deck, she can choose someone else and move it forward. So it's basically just Aqua Force plus Spike Brothers now. Enjoy. And of course, since we're talking about multi-attack, we must bring up, isn't it great to be attending school, Rivoria? Rivoria is a tournament promo, like I mentioned. If you haven't gotten her, I'm very sorry, but she was available at the start of this year, and for good reason. If you have a Vanguard with Haseritt or Media on its card name, and this unit was placed this turn, you get all of your trigger units, and on your rearguard and that are counted as normal units instead. This is so that even when you break your triggers, you can count it for Haseritt's effect. This was before, highlight and underline that word before. This was before we got Clanfell and Topira in the same deck. So now with the 2 of them, you can change your triggers into attacking units, so we don't have to worry about it. However, the possibility of you still failing that condition and having triggers to attack with still sucks, and that's why we have Rivoria. It is a very strange effect because it is a on place that applies continuously. So you will have to actually read that text to figure that out. But yep, if you cannot remember, your judges are always here for you. Are they? The second skill is during your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Haseritt or Media on his name, all of your other rear guards in the same column in this unit gain 5,000 power. That's a free +5 that you get to shuffle around when your other units attack. Because all you have to do is, if it's in the same column as this unit, you can have Rebira, and then you can jump into a Sylphia, or anything else that can attack. And that instantly just gives you 2 + 5k for free. Despite the fact that I started this video by saying that, this deck does not have much power, it's a complete lie. Because of cards like this that blow you out of the water immediately. And then for our triggers, we play 3 Frag Fronts, we play 4 Heal, we play 8 Critical, and we play the 4 of the effect crits just because, and then we obviously play 1 over trigger. It's very simple. I don't believe I need to explain this, but I just gonna leave it as that. And yes, that wraps up Haseritt deck profile. Very frankly, I am very happy that I got a chance to cover this video again because I just did a video on Haseritt earlier this year, and the fact that I get a chance to do it again is just really nice. Trust me when I say that this deck is really worth my time. It's really fun. The budget wise is also really cheap and affordable, so I don't think price is gonna be an option. I mentioned Rivoria twice in this video, but realistically she's not expensive. She's only about 600 yen at max, but if you got her during a sale or anything, she can drop to as low as 200 yen. So really, I would say it's very affordable to play. She really brings out one of the more healthier aspects of Bermuda in the sense that it's just fun multi-attacks and draws without the whole cancerous side of charm out and whatever not. But I feel that this deck certainly still has a chance to play, even if she doesn't sound that powerful. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.